Good evening. It is Tuesday in the PM. Busy day yesterday and this morning, but getting through it. Um, I had a very sick dog last week and had to take care of him, and he actually came up to the shop with me yesterday. Spent the day with me, so he's doing much better. But yeah, having to spend some time and energy on him, which is it's all good. And then even today, I was going to do some stuff, and yeah, yeah, things happen. The My van wouldn't start, couldn't figure out why, and it was the the clamp on the battery was fine, but the the little wing nut that holds the cables to the clamp had come off. It took me a few minutes to figure that out, and then you had to use a zip tie so the um, to stay connected to the battery. And I don't know if those who haven't seen my van, I got just under 300,000 miles on it. A lot of things don't work. A lot of things are broke. Door handles, windows don't work. But knock on wood, engine's still doing great. So uh keep motoring along. But anyway, now it's Thursday. Thursday. It is Tuesday. So uh got a bunch of new stuff in. Got Osmo Day. So we have a bunch of. Actually, this was a bunch of deck boxes. They have the new big extra large token solo. Yeah, that's my crazy hair. Look good. Gonna a lot of games. It's gonna be all you need for your tokens, and some other stuff. So yeah. What's coming up? What's coming up? Thanksgiving. Wow, crazy. I can't believe it's Thanksgiving. So, see, Mike could be holding down the fort the week of Thanksgiving. I'll be out most of it. Probably will too. Oh, sorry, it's past my bedtime. Probably still do a video. Um, yeah, we'll get one done next week sometime. Oh, I had a kind of not as a topic come up, but we were discussing. What were we discussing? Oh, the old Lord of the Rings card game came up, and Brad was talking about it, and I had a chance to buy the whole set of cards, and this kind of popped in my mind. You know, you can actually get some great deals on games that aren't published anymore. Some of them are crazy, stupid, expensive. Um, but some really good games you can actually get, like, whether it's a card game has expansion, you can get the whole deal for a pretty good deal. And I'd gotten some more stuff for Heroes of Normandy. I've got a huge collection of that. Just need to play it. So it got to me the thinking here. You know, it goes back to the topic of dead games. And so many people talk about, well, that game's dead, I'm not going to play it. Well, it's not dead if you play it. And just because they don't publish it anymore, or, you know, there's not the support there was, you can still play it. Mike does all the time. I actually get kind of joking with and get on saying, you know, what dead game from the 70s, 80s are you going to play this week? You know, if you like the game, you like the game. And just, okay. Well, as soon as I had been yawning, as soon as I start doing this video, I'll start yawning. But, you know, just because it's not produced, published, supporting more doesn't mean you can't play it. I played several good games that either old versions or, yeah, it's not even published anymore. So to me, not an issue. And that goes back to, hey, you like 4th edition 40K? Play 4th edition 40K. GW police are not going to come in my shop and say, kick you out. Um, so play what you like. And I'll go back. There are some good classic games out there. So it goes back to what kind of defining dead. I know. Um, and it is there's so many board games and kind of side topic of that. There's so many board games out there, and so many now are kickstarted that if you don't do the Kickstarter, they never make it to retail. How do you get them? And once again, does that make that a dead game? Okay, enough caffeine. Um, so does that make it a dead game before you even get it? Mm, you know, um, I don't think so. Of course, a lot of people probably have multiple Kickstarters stacked up in their basement that they have never touched. Great intentions, but they may not ever touch them. Um, I know, once again, being more of a miniature gamer and kind of having my roots in historicals, a lot of us, say us, um, repurpose our miniatures. That's whether it's World War II, truly ancients. I started playing really a lot with 15 millimeter ancients and historical stuff, and a lot of times we would base that such a way you could use for multiple games. Um, so, uh, just because, and even in the miniature realm, just because once again, a game isn't played or published anymore, you can still use your miniatures for other stuff. And a side topic, um, I am truly rambling now. Talking about miniatures. Unless you're playing an official tournament, at least here you can use whatever miniatures you want. So now, you got a dead game with dead miniatures that you can play in, say, Xeno Rampant, or even once again, let's say you're playing Bolt Action, you've got some other World War II miniatures. Once again, long as you're not mixing 15 millimeter and 28 millimeter, as long as you're close to the same scale, I don't care. Throw it on the table. Let's play. So there was this, once again, when Brad mentioned that, it kind of popped up on my uh, radar. There is, I don't care if the game's polished or not. If I like it, I like it, and I'm going to play it. The more the issue, and Todd brought this up when playing, is, there's so many games out there right now, and it seems like, we play a different game every week, which we do, but because of that, we don't. Uh, and Ralph mentioned it too. We don't get in depth into the strategy, all the rules, all the expansions, and all that stuff. So I think that's something we talked about as maybe probably after first year, maybe stick to one game for 3 or 4 times, move to the next game, do that. I know I talked about our Risk Legacy. Whew, that was fun. I think we did 14 nights of that, 13 nights, something like that. It was a blast. You really got into the game. That might have been a little too much. I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed every game, but I think maybe 4 to 6 games of stuff. So you do get into, you get your style play with that game, and that's via board game or, sorry, I'm kicking stuff. A board game or a miniature game. I know I talked with Corey. We need to get High Noon on the table. We were playing that quite often. Kind of got off the bandwagon for a bit, but yeah, I need to play that. I really like that game. Once again, it doesn't take much to set up. New people can pick it up easily. So yeah, another one I'm looking across the way Heat. I love Heat, the board game. That's a fun game. And once again, new people can pick up. We need to get that one on the table. Me and Todd talk about Time Stories. Man, I hadn't played Time Stories in ever, but that's a good game, and that's one you probably are going to take a couple sessions to play because it's how do you describe it? If you've ever seen Quantum Leap, that's what you're playing. Quantum Leap. You flash into a scenario you don't even know. You kind of know who you are, like Quantum Leap, but you're not even sure what you're trying to solve or fix or who to talk to and stuff like that. And you'll fail and you go back and start over again. So it may take several times to do that. But I definitely enjoyed that game. I go back to I like games, honestly, especially board games that you don't win every time. That there is a chance you're going to fail. That's just me. But anyway, see what else. Happy Thanksgiving, like I said. Coming up, I won't be here. I need to talk about Mike about hours. Probably, I don't know. I need to talk to him since he's going to be running the show. But soon we're going to be closed Thanksgiving Day, not unless he's doing something. And then we roll right into December. So, going to be interesting. Shout out once again, super busy weekend, 40K tournament. And even besides that, we were full on Saturday. Getting Sunday afternoon, it always starts slow, but by 4, once again, full house. So I appreciate all you guys coming out. Just showing up playing games. It does mean a lot to me. Appreciate it, and it's good to see. Makes me happy. Once again, I know one of my New Year's resolution is going to play more games. I am working on something, and it's crazy. And Edgar from Florida, it's all his fault, is little bitty. Yes, they were that small. 3 mil. There's no way this is going to focus in. That's the fighters. Bombers. B7, that's a B17. Yeah, they're tiny. Having fun actually painting these. It's cool doing the research on everything. Really got into doing the research on B17s. A lot of cool information. And that, I hate to say it, that was back the day when 18, 19-year-olds were men. I was just reading about, I can't remember the name of the B-17, but it was all second lieutenants and then I think pretty much staff sergeants, but they were all, I think the oldest was 23. The whole, it was amazing. How young these guys were and, what they dealt with. The life expectancy of, I think a B-17 crew was only, was low. And the only thing it was, worse than that was, I guess the crew of submarines. Thing with submarines and planes, that your chance of survival if something did happen was not good, not much. And then even the B-17s, bailed out or crash landing, survive. Yeah, you're POW the rest of the war. So very interesting stuff. So pretty cool research. Probably go home and do some more tonight. So that's going to be my big project for the next little bit. I've got other things. We're getting into Cyberpunk Red. They played tonight and going to play again tomorrow night. So fun game. Like the mechanics, quick. A little push your luck into it. So, and that means I won't do well because I'm always way too aggressive. I use all and any of my luck up usually first turn, and it's gone. So anyway, well, I'm gonna run. I just wanted to say hey and thanks for coming out, and looking forward to see everybody again over the next few weeks. I know it's crazy time of year, but once again, I appreciate everybody taking the time to come out and see us. Um, yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna head to the house, do some probably some reading on B-17s. Um, that's kind of I'd say why I like historical games. It gets me into the books. I know I'm a nerd. I'm a goober, but it for me it just I don't know. I like reading and doing research. I'm trying. I've got to figure out how to watch. We don't have an Apple TV, but I really want to watch the Masters of the Air. Watch a couple videos and reviews of it. That it's supposed to be uh, very, very good and done very well. Very authentic. Um, so anyway, I got to figure out how to do that. So with that, I think I am going to run, and I hope everybody has a great night. How about a great rest of the week? And yes, if we don't see you or talk to you before Thanksgiving, um, have a great um, Thanksgiving. So, and we will talk to you later.